A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Wednesday, January 11th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. The city of Kingston, like the rest of the nation, faced over 2 years of a pandemic that saw people die and the economy shut down. But now is the time to heal, Mayor Stephen Noble said during a State of the City address to the Common Council last night. In his 30-minute speech, the mayor outlined the city's resilience, pointing to a new hospital, repaved streets and infrastructure beneath, Kingston Point flood mitigation, divesting of fossil fuel power in city buildings, and major renovations at Dietz Stadium in 2023.
My hope for 2023 is that we will strive for unity, that we will come together and continue our healing. Healing from the pandemic, from the political turmoil in our country, and healing from a period of isolation. I believe it's time for us to unify, to move our city forward, to ensure that Kingston is growing in a way that is smarter, more sustainable, more equitable, and with the entire community in mind. We are all, in the end, Kingstonians.
The mayor pointed to $17 million in COVID-19 ARPA funds that will be used for, among other things, grants for small businesses. Thieves of used cooking oil from restaurants have hit an eatery in Kingston. Buffalo Biodiesel, which purchases the used oil, refines and sells it for other uses, reported that a driver went to the vegan junk food cafe in Kingston and found that a 350-gallon vat had been broken into and drained. There was no seal on the vat. The incident was reported to Kingston Police, the Ulster County District Attorney's Office, and State Police. There have been numerous cases of used cooking oil thefts across the Hudson Valley in recent months. Buffalo Biodiesel officials say those break-ins and thefts are a major problem in the area, with well-documented involvement of organized crime in oil theft. Governor Kathy Hochul's State of the State address targeted the need for additional housing with a strategy to build 800,000 new homes over the next decade to meet the shortage and support renters and homeowners. The New York Housing Compact will require all municipalities to achieve new home creation targets on a 3-year cycle. Assemblywoman Aileen Gunther, chairwoman of the Mental Hygiene Committee, welcomed the housing strategy.
If you're a child in school or if you're an older person, you can't really manage your life unless you have a safe place to live. And I think that the people of New York State, the children of New York State, the geriatric folks of New York State, people with psychiatric history, New York State, the DD community of New York State, they deserve a place to live and be comfortable in their lives.
Newly elected Rob Rollison said Governor Hochul accurately described the lack of trust in state government among many everyday New Yorkers. He says trust must be earned, though. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
The Dutchess County murder trial of 43-year-old William Dickey continued on Tuesday and was dominated by the testimony of a state trooper. Investigator Matthew Radowitz was the first investigator at the Mill Road apartment in Rhinebeck, where 35-year-old Danielle DiStefano was found lifeless in the kitchen. Dickey, her boyfriend at the time, was the 911 caller who said he discovered his girlfriend's body in an apartment on January 22nd of last year. The final witness of the day was Dickey's 14-year-old son, who told the court that he didn't really get along with the victim, especially when she was drinking. U.S. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand announced on Tuesday that federal funding has been allocated for 9 area health education centers across the state. Among them is the Catskill-Hudson AHEC in Highland. The local AHECs help address workforce shortages by introducing high school students to careers in healthcare and working with local nursing, medical, and physician assistant schools to provide students an opportunity to understand the social and cultural factors that influence an individual's overall health and access to quality care. Gillibrand also secured a total of $33 million for Lyme and tick-borne diseases to support research, surveillance, and prevention for those diseases. New York State has seen over 90,000 reported cases of Lyme in the last 2 decades. The Mid-Hudson Valley is the epicenter of Lyme in the state. For the first time, a commercial-sized jet has landed at Sullivan County Airport in Bethel, and that's considered a significant event. Airport Director Jim Arnott said the corporate Boeing 737 jet landed ferrying business people from Miami for a 4-hour visit to the county and then off to Westchester County. Arnett believes that could pave the way for a new trend of larger aircraft landing on the 6,300-foot-long runway and even hangaring there.
There is no hangar facilities available at Teterboro anymore, at Morristown anymore, Westchester anymore, and we have 600 acres. So when people know that they can fly in here on good infrastructure, that's going to increase the interest in hangaring a corporate aircraft here.
Arnott said Sullivan is not likely to ever develop commercial airline service, but he does see future growth in business aviation opportunities. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.